See, this right here is what lack of does to a motherfucker. Now, two teen girls, they say, were killed by an alleged teen stalker who reportedly ran them down in a Jeep. And here, right here, as we can see, is the greasy, slimy, disgusting motherfucker who decided to run them over because, well, apparently according to the story, because I typically read articles before I record, or at the very least look into it, this guy right here was rejected, bro, by one of these girls. Now, the reports I've seen have not yet identified which of the two girls this guy was rejected by. I mean, not that that really makes a difference, but according to reports, he was targeting one of these girls, right, with his car. He was, I'm not sure how fast he was going, but based off of what I was reading, these two girls who were best friends, or friends at the very least, were riding e-bikes in a 25-mile-per-hour community, like a suburb, and this guy was going well above that because a witness to the event after the crash only saw one body on the road, which was obviously one of the girls here in this photo, and he said he didn't see any other body until he made it all the way down the street and saw the other body, which was the other girl, laying down on the pavement in shambles. I mean, good God, you see, ladies and gentlemen, what some dudes are willing to do and how far some of them are willing to go in order to get access to a girl of which doesn't want them.
Welcome back. This is a very tragic story. Two teenage girls were killed in a hit and run in New Jersey. A 17-year-old driver has been charged with first-degree murder for their deaths, and now friends and family are claiming the suspect had been stalking one of the girls for months. Eric Sean has these disturbing details for us. Hi, Eric.
Yeah, that it is, Dana. The 17-year-old suspect faces 2 counts of first-degree murder after he allegedly mowed down those 2 teenage girls. One of those girls he allegedly had stalked for months.
And guys, what makes this story even more sickening is the fact that one of these girls, I'm going to get into the article soon because I know you guys like when I actually get into the texts, but one of them reported that this guy was stalking her for months and that this guy actually pulled up to her house and was sitting in his car for months, for 3 months approximately, outside of her house. She reported it. She even went as far as getting a restraining order because she was just that in fear of her life. She knew that this guy was up to no good and that the possibility of her getting hurt or assaulted or killed one day was very real. And guess what the cops did, guys? Not a goddamn thing. Now, as according to the New York Post, obviously, once again, they start off by saying New Jersey teen girls killed in quiet suburb by alleged stalker who ran them down in a Jeep. She made complaints and nothing was done. Quote, 2 teenage girls were mowed down and killed Monday in leafy Cranford, New Jersey by a hit-and-run driver who had allegedly been stalking one of them. The 2 17-year-old Cranford high school students, Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas, were riding on an e-bike together around 5:30 p.m. when a black 2021 Jeep with tinted windows rammed into them, according to authorities and local reports. Both girls later died at the hospital. And here, as you can see from the news reports, right, the helicopter aerial view of the community with everybody coming out to check out what the hell happened, right? This was a pretty quiet community, they say, in Cranford, New Jersey, right? And with me, as you guys all know, I'm from Jersey myself. I can see that this is pretty close to Essex County. It's in Union City. I can see on the map that it's, based on these images, a pretty quiet community, a pretty quiet suburb. You know, it looks pretty scenic in my opinion. And typically with cities like this in New Jersey, crime rate is pretty low, you know, I'm on the Google Maps here, smaller town. I'm probably sure it's a middle class suburban community, you know, mixed family community. So like the fact that this even happened in a community like this probably caught everybody off guard. Like this is why in whatever community you reside in, wherever you are in the world, you always have to keep your head on a swivel and you can't rely on cops to save you. Cops don't prevent crime, they just react to it, unfortunately. And again, for reference, here are the 2 girls. I mean, good guy, you know the messed up thing about New Jersey? It's the fact that in Jersey, they make it so hard for law-abiding citizens, although cops and criminals have guns, and politicians with their security guards, the overwhelming majority of the population are not legally able to conceal carry without going through tons of paperwork. And in fact, it can take up to a year just to get your own gun license in the state of New Jersey in certain cases. And they're gonna want to interview your neighbors. You know, you're probably gonna have an interview with a sheriff. You're gonna have to go through extensive training and all these background checks, right? Which is pretty good, but the average person in New Jersey or in states like just doesn't have the time, the money, the effort to even go through that 6-month to 1-year process. And then that's assuming you even are able to get a concealed carry license, which I hear is very rare in New Jersey, especially for a 17-year-old. I don't even think that's legal, but even if you are legally able to get a gun license in New Jersey, correct me if I'm wrong, you literally can't even leave your own house with your gun without it being deconstructed and put in some type of special lockbox box so that you can travel with it. So basically, if you ever get attacked or jumped and that gun is with you in your car, it's pretty much useless, bro. So I just gotta say, as a person from Jersey, bro, the self-defense laws in that state is just complete and utter garbage, bro. Hot donkey shit. You report a stalker to the police, they do nothing. You get a restraining order, they do nothing. You get a gun or carry a knife with you longer than a specific amount of inches in the state, you go to prison just for trying to defend yourself. You get a felony charge, but the criminals, police officers, and the rich all get to arm themselves, while regular individuals are pretty much left out here defenseless, just hoping and praying a weird, crazed psycho does not think to take their life one day. However, the article goes on to say that a 17-year-old boy from Garwood, a small borough next door to Cranford, was arrested near the crash scene, and on Wednesdays, authorities said he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. However, the crazy thing about this story, sudden twist of events, apparently this guy who ran these 2 teenage girls over is a YouTuber. On YouTube, I'm pretty sure his channel is going to get terminated after this video. His name is VinnyBat118, and he literally talks about the entire situation. Well, not the entire situation, but like somebody just said in the video, you could say, rest in peace, Isabella and Maria, you monster. Yo, people are saying, how did you get bail money? Like, bro, this man was literally, somehow he ran them over. He made it home to fucking play MLB and stream for his YouTube audience. Like, what?
Same kid who hit the 2 girls.
No, but I might not even start it. I'm gonna give this until 10:30. If people keep flooding my chat, I'm ending the stream.
Bro, stop selling. Let him start it.
So, this story is really creepy to me. How do you kill 2 people, right? You run them over so callously, and then you just hop on like YouTube stream to stream MLB, bro. Like, he's gonna be talking about this pretty soon, but I just want to prep you guys to understand the psychology of the person we're dealing with here.
It has been a fun, long run. But I need to explain some things that have happened over the past few days. And I'm not going to talk much about it, but in a neighboring town, unfortunately, 2 girls were killed in a hit-and-run crash.
I like how he's reading this story or retelling the story as if he wasn't the person who literally ran them over, bro. Like in a neighboring town from a third-party person who ran somebody else over who had no idea a speeding car was coming to them. They later died of their injuries after being ran over, like as if he isn't the one who did it himself. It's actually pretty sick.
There has been a lot of misinformation going on over the internet. But I will say this. I wish my sincerest condolences to those 2 girls lost in that tragic accident. Okay? It is an absolute unfortunate situation, and there's more to the story that you're not getting. But when the time comes, I will explain it in greater detail. I'm not authorized to talk about the whole thing. I'm not going to give you any more information. But I will say this, okay? Making threats against my family will not be tolerated.
Okay, well, now he's accusing one of the 2 girls of which he killed of making threats towards his family, which warranted him, I suppose, in his mind, to run one of them over, or 2 of them. I mean, I'm sure he saw two women, 2 girls, 2 young ladies on an e-bike, and he thought that running both of them over would be the logical idea for these supposed threats to his family. Interesting.
My cousin has received hateful messages over social media about this whole spiel, and he's had to unfollow me on everything because of this whole drama.
He's now calling it drama. Wow, I mean, Gen Z is just down bad, bro. Apparently this guy's 17 as well. And of course the comments are saying, rest in peace to those 2 17-year-old girls that you stalked, ran over, murdered, and tried to escape from. Whoever released the lunatic from custody needs to be fired immediately. He was just charged with 2 counts of murder per Union County, New Jersey prosecutor's office. Dude is literally a murderer. In this video, he basically confessed it and alluded to the fact that he will be okay because he has family who are police. Truly horrible person. I hope this video is included as evidence.
I really think there needs to be more done to address mental health in this state. Because, you know, I don't even know how to explain this, dude. I've been bullied, ridiculed, and stuff over false allegations, okay?
There it is. Bullying. Here comes the bullying excuse. So these two girls are somehow, I suppose, from the same high school or the same community, linked to rumors of bullying that this guy may have received.
Over this whole thing about things that have happened in the past, there's more to this story. It'll come out in the future.
Honestly, I really don't care what kind of bullying he received. I mean, there's just no justification for, you know, basically murdering two girls who may or may not have participated in this bullying, likely digital or verbal online. I mean, good God, bro, just like log off social media. Holy fucking shit. And genuinely, I hope he gets charged as an adult. He's 17, not sure when he's turning 18. He's basically a grown man now. He's a full man. So in my opinion, he needs to face grown man consequences. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. This story's still up in the year. Obviously, there still needs to be an investigation. This guy's gonna have his court date. I mean, if there's video footage of this guy running these two girls over, you know, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be Ring doorbell camera footage of his vehicle, make and model, license plates, the two girls, the whole shebang, right? It's gonna be there. I think it's an open and closed shut case, and whatever reasonings or justifications he has in his mind for why he did what he did, it really doesn't matter, bro. You committed felony murder, and that's that, bro. Cold-blooded, premeditated, first-degree murder. He's cooked. It's over. GG.